What's up, guys? Welcome to Invest Today. My name is Jack, and today we're going to talk about how to build a portfolio. This is one of the most important topics that I could possibly cover because it's what's going to give you returns or your losses, and it's going to be what you live or die by. So this is extremely important. Pay attention, take some notes, and hopefully we can all get great returns on investment together. So I want you to first take in consideration how much you're starting with. $500 portfolio is going to look different from a $10,000 portfolio, and a $10,000 portfolio is going to look different from $1,000,000 portfolio. It's just the amount of stocks, what type of stocks, how much time, it's all going to look different. So you need to take a look hard and true at what you're starting with. I'm going to start with and focus on today like a $2,000 portfolio because that's what a lot of people are starting out with, plus or minus $1,000 somewhere in there, especially if you're younger, 18, 20, whatever it is. You don't have $1,000,000, $100,000 to put away. If you do, that's great. Get a professional money manager. That's the end of this. No reason to be on this channel. But if you have those $2,000, $10,000 somewhere in there, this is perfect for you. So $2,000 portfolio, I personally recommend 4 stocks, 20% cash. I've said this in past videos and I'm going to say it again. I just personally built a $2,000 portfolio for a client, and those stocks were, and this is in the last month, Facebook, Alibaba, Constellation Brands, and Goldman Sachs. And I wanted to give them a broad portfolio with some good dividends that they can continue to reinvest. They're young, they have a long time horizon, and I believe those stocks are going to give them great returns in the long run. And we got Constellation Brands, we got Facebook, we got those both on big pullbacks. Goldman is on a big bear market right now. We got Goldman for super cheap. It's all the way, it's down in it was even in the 220s at one point. Its high was in the 270s. And so we got it extremely cheap. In Alibaba, we got them in the 175 range. So I'm super, super pumped for this portfolio to see how it does for this client in the long term. So it's just gonna kill it. I have a ton of confidence. So, and of course, I'll open this account up for you in the future and show you exactly the numbers and how it's doing. Maybe in about 3 months or so, we'll see the returns that we're getting here. Constellation Brands already popped back up, great. So, and we got that around $200. I think it's at already 210, 212, something like that. So, I really believe 4 stocks, 20% cash is good for those $2,000 and below portfolios. Now, $10,000, we can start looking at like 6 or 7, but max probably 7. I kind of like the 6 number. And these aren't hardline rules. You go a little more, a little less. Like $10,000, if you have 7 stocks, you have 5 stocks, that's good. I'm just saying these are just general guidelines. I don't want to, no one out there should have a $10,000 portfolio and have 55 stocks. It's just especially if you're not a professional money manager, you don't have the time in the day to really investigate and do the homework on those stocks. So you're going to be in some shaky companies for sure. Especially home gamers, I want you to focus on 10 stocks or less. And I want you to know them inside and out. Conference calls, 10Ks, 10Qs, all the financial information, PE ratios, where they're at. Are they above their 20-day? Are they breaking out? Are they in a bear market, in a correction down 10%? What is going on with those stocks? 10 stocks, I believe, is almost a limit on what you can honestly know inside and out. Once you start getting 20 and 30, you got a full-time job, family, kids, work, school, whatever it is, you can't focus on 20 to 30 stocks. You're not a professional money manager. It's not your 9 to 5. You just can't do it. There's not enough hours in the day. So why don't you take those 10 stocks, learn them inside and out, and then you can have more confidence and you can sleep better at night investing in those 10 companies or less. Now, I want you, Jim Cramer, CNBC, we talk a lot about him on this channel because he's awesome at what he does. He recommends it's not buy and hold, it's buy and homework. You got to keep up with the news like I just mentioned, all the conference calls, and you really got to keep up with the stocks. You can't just buy and hold. That's kind of a term thrown around, and that's great. Yeah, buying and holding, it's got a great long-term time horizon, but you got to do buy and homework. That's just how it has to be. Now, if you have $0 invested, you have $2,000 on the sideline, $10,000, whatever it is, I recommend buying 1 or 2. Just buy 1 or 2 that you like, because chances are there's not going to be, if you want a 7 stock portfolio, they're not all 7 going to be in a good buying opportunity. Some might be making a 52-week high, some might be in a correction. So I want you to look at that, buy the ones lower, buy on the dip. That's something that worked very well for money managers in 2017. That's how you see those 24% return on investments in the year 2017. So find those 2 stocks, wait put them in your watch list and wait for a buying opportunity. Wait for a pullback, 5%, 10%, whatever it is. And then after buying one or two, keep and monitor those two and track the performances. If it goes down, none of the fundamentals have changed, buy some more. If it goes up, you get a quick pop, maybe it's time to sell. It's all up to you, especially if you see a big pop in the short term with no apparent news. So if you bought, like, let's say a Facebook, and a week later it's up 10% and there's no news that came out, that might be a time to start to think about selling. Stocks typically, they go up on news and they go down on news. But if it's down for no reason, great buying opportunity. If it's up for no reason and you can't figure out why, there's no news articles, it's typically a time to sell. That's just what I'm saying. Big money changes the stocks like that, and it's best to get out because they typically will go down a lot farther than what you bought them for. Now, if you cannot sum up, we talked about the bullet points in the last video, in 3 reasons why you're buying a stock, just don't buy the stock. That's how you lose a lot of money. You don't have a plan. You don't have reasons for buying it. You just like it. It's not a good enough reason. Don't buy the stock. Find those 3 bullet points. Do your homework. Do your homework. Do your homework. You have to do the work. You don't materialize gains overnight. Think of something you're good at, whatever it might be, a sport, a hobby, school, whatever, your job. And I want you to think about the work that it took for you to get good at that. And that's the same amount of work that this is going to take to get good at. So I want you guys to understand that you have to put in the work or you're not going to see returns. And we're going to focus on exactly the signals to buy and sell stocks in the later video. It's just too much to go into in one video. I want you to take what I told you today, get that portfolio going, get those 4 to 6 stocks, whatever it is, those rock solid companies, maybe with some good dividends that you can reinvest for the long term, and start making a profit today. Invest today. Find your broker. Get on and see the other videos, learn some more, and let's make a great profit together. Thank you guys. That's all I have for today. Please click the subscribe button right here. Like, comment. Absolutely. I want to hear how you guys are doing. What's your return like this year? What are you planning on in 2019? Tell me your best stock. Thank you guys, and I will see you next time.